You never know which way the wind will blow, or when or where the next storm will be. He's a solid rock when trouble flows. I remember Don Williams. Fair weather, friends. Fair weather sailors, they leave you strand. They don't life chores, but one good friend who truly loves you is worth the pain your heart endures. We never know which way the wind will blow, or when or where the next storm will be. But he's a solid rock when trouble flows. Guys, good evening from here. Good evening from Vienna. How you guys doing? Good to see you once more. Man, I've been busy trying to sort out things, settle one or two things. Good to have you guys here once again. As you join me, please like and share. We're going to discuss religion, politics, and protest. Religion, politics, and protest. So guys, like and share. Let's go. Where are my homies at? What's going on? Where am I? Man, I got a lot of followers now the past 2 days. For 2 days, I've not gone live, but I got so many followers. I want to say welcome to my page. You are going to enjoy this page. Here we speak the truth. We say things the way it is. We know the fear face. We know the look face. So, so guys, we just reached 23,000 followers on TikTok. My TikTok page keeps growing. We just reached 23,000 followers on TikTok. Man, but the thing is, when am I going to get to 100,000? Home, my home, home, my home, home, my home. When shall I say my home? When shall I say my native land? I will never forget my home. Home, my home, home, my home. Home, my home. When shall I say my home? When shall I say my native land? I will never forget my home. For waiting now, I can never. How can I forget my home? You know, some people, whenever I drop a video, you see some people say, Uncle, go back to Africa. Those that are telling me, asking me to go back to Africa, do you have a job for me? Do you have an accommodation for me? What am I going to feed on? Go back to Africa. Do you even know if I have tickets? Money for tickets. You don't know, a lot of people are stranded. Uncle, go to Africa, go back to Africa. Do you know if I have flight tickets to Africa? Even if I go back to Africa, what am I going to eat? Where am I going to live? How am I going to survive? You say I should go back to Africa. The government is not there for you. So Uncle, go back to Africa, go back to Africa. So guys, as you join me, don't forget to like and share this. Uncle, go back to Africa. See, it is important. This is social media. You know, everybody come online to say his or her opinion. God's last born, I see you. Do not allow anybody deceive you, especially somebody you don't know. See, people can mislead you. God's last born, I see you. People can mislead you. You got it now. Man, I opened my window and flies came in. But I'm targeting that fly. I'm going to smash it now if it perches anywhere. So do not allow anybody deceive you. If anybody choose to go back to Africa, it is the person's decision. If anybody want to live all his life or all her life in Europe, it is his or her decision. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. You know what is best for you. What we are doing online is giving advices. We give advice. I come online to create content based on my personal experience, what I've seen. Also, what I've seen people go through. Now, I tell stories of what has happened to me and people I know. What has happened to me or my experiences in life may be different from yours. My life is not same as your life. You cannot use me, that is compare your life to mine. You got it? Some people may decide to spend the rest of their life in Europe here because of certain reasons. There are people who don't have anybody anymore in Africa. Their parents are dead, their relatives are dead, family members are dead, so they may decide to use Europe and as home or abroad as home. Now, I know so many people. I live in Austria, for those of you who don't know. I know so many people who are Europeans, Eastern European citizens who came to Austria like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. So they came here to work and go back home. Now, along the line, 20 years is a long time, 30 years is a long time, 35 years is a long time. Along the line, their parents died. Some of their family members died. By the time they got retired, they have nobody in their home country anymore. Many of these guys, if you talk to them, they will tell you they are not going back to, some are even from Hungary, a neighboring country, some from Slovenia, Poland, even all these neighboring countries, they will tell you they are not originally from Austria, but they will tell you they cannot go back anymore. And they will give you reasons. They say their parents are no longer alive. They will tell you their parents are no longer alive, so why should they go back? So we all have different situations. You cannot compare your situation to mine. You understand me? So for those of you, don't ever, force somebody to do things when you don't know the person's reasons for staying where he is or doing certain things. It's just like people who divorce their husbands or their wives. Don't blame anybody that divorced the husband or the wife. You don't know what that person saw, how the person was abused, mistreated, before the person said she or he cannot take it anymore. Don't just sit and say, man, why did that lady is a bad woman or that man is a bad man? You don't know what happened along the line. Are you following me now? So guys, whenever I drop my video telling my stories, don't come online and say, Uncle, go back home. So if I go back home, things will be better. In the first place, where do I go? Where do I call home? These people you call family members are no longer family members. Listen to me attentively so that you will learn. People you left 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 35 years ago are no longer family members. They are strangers you may not know. They do not have feelings for you, or you don't even have feelings for them. You only see them as a brother, a sister, a cousin, but you are just related by blood. That contact, that intimacy, that contact is no longer there. You get what I'm saying? So if you are living in abroad and you're thinking, after maybe 20 years of living in abroad and you are thinking, man, you are going back to a brother, you better be careful. That brother has no feelings for you. That sister has no feelings. Somebody you left 30 years ago. What they are after, if they want to come to you, they're after what you've got to offer. What do you come back with? What did you come back with? What do you have? What did you come back with? Immediately they take that money or that gift you came back with, they will disappear. At this stage of my life, I cannot deceive myself. Without me, they only call me when they need help. You understand me? They only call me when they need help. So yes, we are family members, but feelings, that feelings is no longer there. Well, guys, these are one of the things you should bear in mind. Now, Mommy said she loves black people or the man. Man, I love everybody, not only black people. Love humans, especially good humans. I don't hate nobody. See, let me tell you, sometimes when I make videos, when I go live, you see some people come and write words like nigger, and things like that. What I usually do is I ignore them or I block them. But I don't ignore, but I usually block them. There are hateful humans. You got it? And I don't allow these kind of guys to kind of distract me. To me, they are inconsequential. They don't exist. I'm me, and I'm proud of myself. There is nobody that can make me. Yesterday, there is nobody that can make me hate myself or hate my race. Nobody. They never born that person. There is nobody that can make me. And don't allow anybody make you feel less of a human being, make you hate yourself. This is their intention. They want to make you feel bad, to make you hate yourself. Don't allow it. Yesterday, while I was going through TikTok, I saw where somebody went live on TikTok and there were a lot of people. That was in 16th Street. They said somebody committed suicide. I don't know the person. But why should you commit suicide? Why should you? You hate yourself to the extent you've got to take your own life. Because of what? Money or what people say, or because somebody disappointed you, or somebody betrayed you. Why should you take your own life? Then you are not strong. Then if you do that, you are not strong. Man, I love my life. I love myself more than any other person. You must have to first of all on what is going on my. One second, guys. I don't know what's wrong with this internet. Sometimes it will just break and it will come back again. Boy, are you guys watching what's going on in UK, United Kingdom? I mean, Britain. Are you guys seeing what's going on in Britain? So many protests. I've seen videos of British people, English people, say they don't want foreigners in their countries anymore. I've not even had time to, look into it very well, but I've seen many videos popping out from Britain, from black people, from everybody, talking against the protests. So when I listened to what a lot of these content creators are saying, they said English people are asking foreigners to leave, to leave their country. They are fed up. They don't want immigrants anymore in their countries. But I saw one black woman drop a video, and her video made a lot of sense. She said, foreigners are not going anywhere. And she gave her reasons. I enjoyed that girl's video. She said, first of all, British people, English people invaded many parts of the world forcefully, colonized people, stole their resources. Not only that, the lady said, listen to this, and which I know too, not what the lady said. During the Second World War, guess who fought the war? Some of you may be children. Some of you may be in your 20s or your 30s. Maybe nobody told you stories about the Second World War. When I was growing up, I heard older men say they fought Hitler war. Africans. So many, even they used it to act some movies. When I was like 10, 12, 13 years, there were men that went, they said their fathers, their grandfathers fought World War. And who were these guys that fought World War? Africans. I listen, Africans, this Britain, English people came to their colonies, the countries they colonized in Africa, and took able-bodied men to help them fight the Second World War. Many of you may not know this. Many Africans fought the Second World War. They fought against Hitler, the Nazis. Many Africans fought along. This is what I'm saying now. Many Africans fought alongside Britain, USA, and the Allied forces during the Second World War. Many Africans lost their lives during the Hitler war, Second World War. Many of you don't know. See, African Americans, a lot of them died. Africans mainly were the people that fought. Africans fought that war so much. Many died, many returned. Now, not only Africans, listen attentively. Not only Africans, Indians. Indians also participated in that Second World War, fought for the British. Africans fought for the British. Apart from colonizing Africans and the Indians, during that Second World War, they came, took even Indians in millions. Now, that is why you see Africans consider Britain as their home. Because Africans sacrificed so much for Britain. African Americans sacrificed so much for US. They fought their wars. The Second World War, the Vietnam Wars, see them now. Indians too. So that's why you see so many African people living in United Kingdom. That's why you see so many Indian people living in United Kingdom, because they sacrificed for that country. Yes, Africans sacrifice. And how about the human resources? Yes, the natural resources. So now, there are Africans that have been there for generations, and there are Indians that have been there for generations because they consider that place home. Even these boys that say they are fighting for they are protesting against foreigners. Some of their parents did not sacrifice anything for Great Britain. Some of them are even immigrants. Some of these guys that are claiming people now that they own the land, some of them, their parents are immigrants in United Kingdom. And they are asking people that have been there for generations, whose parents sacrificed their lot for the country to leave the country. They are dreamers. So you smile at foreigners when it suits you. You smile at them when things are benefiting you. You frown at them. You don't want them. When they are claiming that they have no jobs, they have no this, who stops you in your own land? Who stops you from doing your jobs? These guys are lazy. The world is now awoke. You are giving, useless excuses. Nobody is going nowhere. So you expect some African children that are living in UK don't even know their home countries anymore. Many African children don't know, even their parents are dead. They were born in United Kingdom. They don't know where to go. UK is their home. So this issue of asking foreigners to go home, you are a dreamer. It will never happen. Send them where? People that have been there for generations, you want them to go where? You see, people don't understand that the world is coming together. Now you see these right-wing parties coming up in Europe. Say they are anti-foreigners, anti-immigrants. You are joking. You got it? You are joking. You know why? There are children that were born in Europe here. There are children that were born in Europe here. Their parents are dead. They don't know anybody in fact, their parents' country. Okay, I don't need to go far. Let me use myself as an example. I have children here. All their documents are from here. From birth certificate, certificate of citizenship, hospital where they were born, everything here. They have no documents from Africa. Their life began here. And you know, nobody lives forever. One day we are going to die. Maybe 100 years or more. Maybe one day we are going to die. These children even don't consider themselves Africans, no matter they are dark skinned. They know their parents are from, but this is their home country. Though they experience racism here and there, but this is their home country. Imagine when we are gone, when we pass on, and after 2, 3, 4 generations, you come to tell them to return back to their home country. Man, you must be high on something. Maybe you smoked too much marijuana. You got it? There are things you cannot do. And this is just like somebody being a citizen of a country. Listen, let me tell you. When somebody becomes a citizen of that country, that person is a child of that country. So these people that are protesting in United Kingdom, these people that are protesting in UK, they are messing themselves up. I thought you guys said they are civilized people. You guys said they are civilized people. How? I saw them even stealing in shops, breaking shops and stealing people's commodities. Civilized people don't break shops during protest to steal. I saw men and women. I think these guys are hungry. I saw men and... I told you guys, I made videos. I said, English people are racist. I'm the person saying it. I said, these English people, they are racist. What happened? Why you see so many foreigners in the United Kingdom is because English people are lazy. They cannot work. English people are lazy. And they are racist people. They are hiding themselves. They are hiding, they hide their own racism. Guys, I told you the story. I've experienced racism in Heathrow airports, at Heathrow airport 2 times. I've experienced it. Somebody said, Oga, carry your children home. Look at what somebody is saying. He said, carry your children. You see what we are talking about? He said, Oga, carry your children home. Are you the one to tell me what to do? Is it your business what I do with my children? I decide where I live, where my children can live, not you. Why should I carry my children home? Look at what you're talking. You see, this is a lame comment. Oga, carry your children home. Are you going to feed them if I take them home? Are you going to pay their school fees if I take them home? Are you going to accommodate them if you take them home? It's like each time I make videos, go watch comments people are making. If I make videos, Oga go home, Oga go home. If I go home, are you going to feed me? Are you going to give me an employment? Are you going to, give me accommodation? What if I go back to Africa, am I going to be feeding you? I'm asking you. These people that are saying, yeah, Oga go back home, or take your children home. If I take them home, are you going to accommodate them, provide accommodation, feed them? You are not. See, let me tell you something for those of you who don't know. Some people have made fatal mistakes. People that I know. Some are dead now. Because people spoke to them or pressurized them. They were deceived. Back in the days, after living here for a long time, you see some people say, we are now, old schools. It's time to go home. Let's go join politics. Listen to me. Some people will say, let's go join politics. Let's go look for contacts in Africa. Man, let's go back to Africa. Some people actually went to Africa because they thought some were promised. They had friends who are politicians. When they went to Africa, they knocked. Some died there. Some died there. These people that we are calling them, come back home, come back home. When they went home, these people were not there for them. All the people that we are saying, go come back home, they lured these guys home. I know of somebody, I will not mention the name. People were sending him money after spending years here. Sometimes when people travel to Africa, they will go and give him money to buy cigar and eat food. He was home. He was in his home. His visa expired. He had no citizenship, so he could not come back. He even got sick and died. So many. So why should you tell somebody you did not bring to Europe? Why should you open this is African man's mentality. You did not bring anybody to Europe. Why should you open your mouth and tell the person to go back home? Is it your business? It is not your business. What you should do is, if you come, you listen, allow people to live their lives. Don't force people. Don't tell people what to do. There are people, they love it because Europe has security. My children, I'm not scared of them being kidnapped. Schools don't go on strike here. There is good medical facilities here. The medicine here is cool. There are so many benefits we get in living in Europe. Don't tell me. Nobody they see road to enter forest. You cannot see light and decide to go to darkness. Which home are you talking about, self? Why don't you tell yourself the truth? The home you are talking about, is it the home they are protesting for hunger? The home they are protesting for hunger. People on the street saying they are hungry. You say people should go home. You understand me? When you talk, it's better to experience racism than to die of hunger in Africa. It is better to, even people in Africa, they have no future. How much are they earning in a month? How much is minimum wage? You live where you flourish. The racist you here, but you are rich, you are living, you have money. In Africa, you get minimum wage of 40 euros. What in a month? Money we use to iron coffin, one-time iron coffin. One time we use this money to go buy. It's not even enough to go buy something in supermarket for one time. What future, Kinsley, what future do the children have in the place you call home? Home is where you live and work and make money. Home is where you are comfortable. Don't allow anybody deceive you. Where is home? Is home where they kidnap, where armed robbers may come and knock at your door, where they will kidnap you and demand for ransom. You say go home. Home. Home where you have no hospitals. When you get sick, even your leaders, they pay tickets to come here to receive medical treatment. You say home. Who are you deceiving? Many, if your own is not good, if things spoil for you, you come off for road. You say it's still my... Are you the one to tell me where is my home? Home that you live and you're hungry, you have no light, you say it's your home. If you look at it the other way, are you the one to decide for me where to call home? Or it's my life. That's why I told you guys that I'm God. I've got the power to decide. My destiny is in my hand. I can decide how my life is gonna be. You understand me? So you cannot tell anybody, don't tell anybody, say, this is home. This is, go back home. Home, there are no roads. Even when you buy a car, you have no road to drive your car. Is your government there for you? You say home. Look at, most of the people watching me now are based abroad. No country has treated me better than Austria. This is my home. This country made me who I am. Where do you call home, self? Don't be deceived. I've spent most of my life, the years I spent in Austria is more than the years I spent in Africa. So tell me, where is my home now? Did you hear me? The years I spent in Austria is more than the years I spent in Africa. More than half of my life has been spent here. A place I came, see, if I call police, the police will be here. If I call the red song, the ambulance, they will be here. If I call firefighters, they will be here. I go to hospital, they treat me, even they treat me like here your life has value. Here your life has value. Do you want to live in a country where even the government don't care about you? The government does not care about you in Africa. If you live, you live. You die, you die. They don't care. Don't come here. When we create content, we look at both sides of the coin. When I make videos, listen, some people don't understand me when I drop videos. I say, there are reasons why you should invest in Africa. Because of unforeseen circumstances. Nobody knows tomorrow. You know, things change. There is, you may one time, even with the whole infrastructures, you may decide to go back home when you retire. Do you understand me? So why I always encourage people is, see, you live with your husband, with your wife, or you are single. One thing or the other may lead to you relocating to Africa. I've seen it happen to a lot of people. Bank book, I did not see your comments. That your comment was filtered. You understand me? So don't force anybody to relocate when you cannot even serve any purpose in the person's life. If you tell me, Oga, come back to Africa, I will give you employment, I will give you accommodation, I will feed you for 2 years, I will say, okay, now you are talking. I'll buy ticket for you. Why should you tell me you're not serving any purpose? You tell me, go back home. Man, see, listen to me. Anywhere you are happy and you are making money is your home. Anywhere you are happy, anywhere you are happy, anywhere you are happy and you are making money, see, it's your life. Don't allow anybody deceive you. I'm saying it. Why I want to go to Africa, I'm not going to go to Africa permanently. I have children here. I go on vacation, I come back, I go on vacation, I come. And if I decide to live in Africa, maybe there are reasons that made me to choose Africa. Maybe because of the communal life. Because Europe is boring. That is the truth. Europe is boring. Aside from that, Europe is, the quality of life here is super. Health-wise, money-wise, and everything. The quality of life here is, in Africa, you need connection to excel. In Africa, you need contact. You know one thing I hate about, okay, let's go there now. If you want to live in Africa, in a country like Nigeria, you see some people saying now you need contact, you need contact, you need connection. What? You need to know the police commissioner. You need to know the deputy police. You need to know the military, what's it called? Chief of staff. You need to know politicians. You've got to have godfathers. Guys, as you watch me, follow my page on TikTok and on YouTube. We are now at 23,000 followers on TikTok. I appreciate every one of you that followed my page. You guys are great. Thank you. Let's go. I don't want to live in a country where, because I have no connection, no contact, my rights will be trampled upon. You understand me? I don't want to live in a country where, because I am poor, people will abuse me, abuse my rights. I will be disenfranchised. I will be mistreated because I have no contact, because my parents are not rich. You got it? Because my parents are not rich. I don't want to live in such country. I cannot live in a corrupt country. Here in Austria, I don't need a godfather to get justice when I'm wronged. I don't need it. Here in Austria, I don't need to bribe the police to do their job. Are you listening to me? I do not need to bribe the police to do their job. The police, they do their job, whether you are black, Chinese, white, Arab, in Africa, sometimes you need to tip the police to do their job. If you don't have money, they will not attend to you. In Africa, poor man's life has no value. The police only react when it involves rich people, politicians, and this is what I hate. When robbers attack or kidnap a rich man's child, you see police take action. When a poor man is kidnapped, robbed, or a girl is raped, a poor girl is raped, forget it. She will not get justice. When a poor man is killed in many African countries, the family will not get justice because they consider you a nobody. This is why I tell you, I cannot live in such a country where when something happens to you, you will not get justice. When something happens to your child, you will not get justice. Even they will see the truth and they will say it is a lie. Corrupt government officials, corrupt system. Even the judiciary is corrupt. Where religious people, religious leaders are corrupt, they rig elections. I told you guys why I renounced religion. Corrupt, where you see top politicians who claim to be Muslims and Christians. Corrupt, they rig elections. Somebody that rigs election, do you expect the person to be upright when he gets into power? A thief, a criminal, do you expect a criminal to be upright when he gets into power? That's where you want us to go. Where the criminals are in charge, criminals are in power. That's where you are telling us to go back to. A lot of people run away to escape danger, poverty, oppression. Even look at Africans themselves, even rich ones, not politicians. So. Rich Africans oppress the poor ones. Go on social media. The ones that have money, how they display their wealth on social media to oppress people. You don't see white people do it. See, you don't see white people do it. Africans like to oppress their own people. Yes, they will show you their cars, they will show you their houses, they will show you everything, and they tell you if you talk, they will use money to deal with you. Using money to do with you is they will bribe commissioner of police, deputy commissioner of police, military officers, they will bribe everybody. You have no money. So how are you going to? You cannot get justice in a corrupt country. You cannot. And this is where, and you know it, this is where you ask people to, they have been kidnapping people in many African countries. Till today, they are still kidnapping. What is the government doing about it? The insecurity there. This is the place you want. The people that were killed by kidnappers, what happened? Were they caught? Did the families get justice? Did the families get justice and you're saying go back to Africa? As if if I go back to Africa now, they kidnapped me, would you pay ransom? If they call you now to pay ransom, you will hide. Say this man is begging for money. But you are the person that advised me to go back to Africa. If kidnappers carry me, if kidnappers carry me, they go online and begin to say they need 150 million. And they say everybody should come. Would you contribute money to free me? Go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. So there is Bambuk, this is the reality. Go back to Africa, go back to Africa. If something happens to you in Africa, you are on your own. Nobody will be there for you. Only if you have rich friends or you are rich, you can sort yourself out. Like, you can pay ransom to kidnappers. And there is no guarantee you are going to come out alive because At times, people pay the ransom, still, they murder the people. A country without security, you can be... I wanted to show you guys something today, where I live. You know, I've been living here. I got this place going to 23 years ago. When I got this place, the whole of this place was still not quite developed, but it's Vienna, okay? And the train station very close to me was always lonely, not busy, you know. When you go there, you see only few people. So as years passed, many people, developments started coming. Hospitals, buildings, infrastructures, supermarkets, and the rest of them. Pharmacies and everywhere. Everywhere is now crowded. Guess what? Yesterday, while I was coming home, guess what happened? At the train station near me, they were installing security cameras everywhere. Everywhere, more than 10 security cameras were installed yesterday. They are still working there now. I don't know, maybe they have gone home. Security cameras, because people come back home late in the night, people go early in the morning to work, so that they monitor what is going on at the train station, because it is becoming crowded, busy. Have you now seen proactive government? They think ahead of time, not when it is too late. And they want to protect the lives of the citizens. They don't want citizens. So if anything happens, they will know what's actually happened. Now, in the case of a country like Nigeria, Nigerians are not proactive, they are reactive. They don't prevent something, they allow that thing to take place before this. What protests are you making now? You are carrying placard, you are doing protest up and down. What for? When people were screaming the election wasn't proper, there was electoral malpractices, what did you do? That was when you are supposed to come out and carry out peaceful protest. Said no way. When people were screaming, look at what's going on. That's when that's being proactive. That's when you are supposed to stop it. You said you went to school. Don't you know that prevention is better than cure? It's just like you going to a woman, a prostitute, somebody you don't know. To be proactive is you carry rubber to protect yourself. That is being proactive. You don't go like that raw. After, you start looking for medicine, looking for treatment. That is being reactive. What you are supposed to do in the first place, you did not do it because you did not think like a smart person. Are you following me now? So now, go to Africa, go to Nigeria. They say they are protesting. The man is already in power, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. I've said this thing before, and I'm going to say it again. Many Nigerians are not upright in their ways. Look at what is going on. You said you are protesting and you are looting shops, spoiling people's businesses, stealing even government properties. You said you are protesting against corruption and you are practicing corruption. You said the government officials are stealing, you are stealing. Then two wrongs cannot make a right. You need to live by example. How can you be accusing somebody of being a thief while you yourself you are still? The government is corrupt. That's what you said. Reason you are going to protest. And you, as you are protesting, you are breaking people's shops, stealing their properties, stealing their goods. You are not better than the government you are protesting against. You are not better. And what happens? In that protest, many people become violent. I said it before. I said, listen, you know, when you want to hold a protest, there should be organizers, and you need to make sure that your protest is peaceful. And in a country like Nigeria, where there is hunger, hungry people will like to take advantage of that protest. Hungry people would like to steal. They would like to break shops. That is why I don't actually support protests. There is no how. There is no how there's no how you can run such protests, organize that without them breaking the shops. It's not possible. Stealing. You got it now. So now what happened? I heard that a lot of people have been shot by the police. Why should you? You want a better country and you are using your hand to spoil the country you said you want better life. You want a better country. And you are using your hand to spoil the country by doing unlawful things. You are doing unlawful things. Man. Well, I'm not part of the protest. If you are watching me and you happen to be one of the organizers, just call off that protest because people are being shot. And the people that were shot will not get justice. And the people whose businesses were destroyed will not get justice either. That is it. You need to live. That's why a lot of us are living here, is because here, at least, you get justice when something bad happens to you and you are not at fault. Well, somebody said the time Obi was supposed to lead the protest, he did not lead the protest. You know, Obi may have his reasons because, you know, whenever something happens in Nigeria, they will blame the Igbos. Well, it was good Obi did not lead any protest. Now they are protesting it by themselves. Now they are protesting it themselves. They are carrying the protest now. And who are the people that are actually protesting? The Northerners. Let them do their protest. Last, everybody will learn. You understand me? At the end, everybody. So, Velvet said, why can't all Nigerians, no matter the tribe, come out in peace? It is not going to happen. I've got to be truthful to you. Because Nigerians don't love themselves. There is so much hate. Even me that is a content creator. Did you know how many times Nigerians came online, but I don't take them serious, came online to tell my viewers not to watch me? People I don't know. There are times I go live online, even on YouTube, on Facebook, they say, why are you watching this man? Everybody should leave. To tell you the kind of mind Nigerians have. Not all. There are good Nigerians. Do you understand me? These people, I don't know, they need a lot of, that we need to reset their mind. They need re-education. That's how to put it. Because they are full of hate. Okay, you that is Velvet Simon, did you know that the Yorubas in Nigeria now are asking the Igbos to leave Yoruba land? Have you not heard the news? They said all the Igbos in Yoruba states, in Yoruba land, should leave Yoruba land. Have you not heard it? They said from the 20th of this month, they're going to start protesting against the Igbos. That Igbos have taken over their land. That their parents, I saw a video where one man said their parents, their fourth ancestors, fought for the Yoruba land. And Igbos came and bought the land. If you look at the sense, Igbos came and bought the land from them. That if you buy land in Yoruba land, that land is not yours. Did you hear have you not seen the videos? Said if you buy land in Yoruba land, he said that land is not yours. They want to take their land back. So for that reason, they are saying Igbos in Lagos, in Oyo State, in any state in Yoruba should go back to their eastern region. How do you think such a country can make progress and stand united? Go, you can verify, the news is there. You go verify the news. Or have you not heard it? Have you not heard it? I thought it was a joke. The news is online. What have you got to say about that? You're talking about Nigerians coming together. Have you not, that hashtag, Igbo must go? That's what is trending on Twitter. Igbo must go. I saw it. The black man mentality. Guys, for those of you who are not Nigerian, or who are non-African, Nigeria is made up of many tribes. Nigeria is a country made up of many tribes. Some tribes are asking other tribes another tribe to leave their region. This is Nigeria for you. And the thing is, the government have heard about it. What is the government doing about it? Such people that are promoting hate, inciting hatred, violence, such people are supposed to be arrested. Do you know how Europe works? A lot of you, this is why I love Europe. Do you know how Europe works? If you make a threat, and it is proven, you go in. If you tell somebody, I will kill you, I will do anything. If you say something like that, and it is proven, you go to prison. Or you pay big fine. You go to prison. Here in Europe, this is Austria. If you threaten somebody's life, your own is gone. You go up to 3 years imprisonment for threatening somebody. You did not do it. You just said it. Words are sometimes considered actions. I've said it many times, or not even sometimes. Words are considered action. Many people are in prison today because they threatened somebody's life. In Nigeria, you see somebody come out and threaten others, and nothing is done. This is why when you talk about living in abroad, I tell you, we are better off here because here you get justice. In Africa, it's lawlessness that is the order of the day. You see an Oba will come out and threaten people. An Oba. There was an election like maybe 8 years ago. An Oba said he was going to drown the Igbos in Lagoon. Nothing was done to him. Some people, I cannot live in a country where some people are above the law. Where somebody can come and talk anyhow and nothing will be done. It is not done in Europe here. You need to watch what you say. Where an Oba will come and threaten a whole tribe, saying, listen, if you don't vote for so person, we will drown you in the lagoon. And nothing was done to him. During the last presidential election, there was one guy, one area man who came and threatened people. What happened? At the end, people began to demand for his arrest. What did you think the police said? The police said he was joking. What did the police say? The police said the guy was joking. See, you cannot threaten somebody and say it's a joke. A lot of you say you are religious people, you are Christians or Muslim. Did you see anywhere that God, let me use the biblical example. Did you see anywhere God made a joke in the Bible? Did you see God utter a word and said he was joking? Did you see where Jesus Christ or Muhammad uttered a word and said he was joking? You see, you have unserious governments in Africa, governments that are not serious, that cover their own people. This is why I said there are countries in Africa I cannot live, because there you will not get justice. Some people are above the law. Some people are above the law. They can do anything. I cannot live in a country where somebody who has contacts, who has connection, can commit a crime and gets away with it. And if I, who have no contacts, if I commit the same crime, I will be locked in. I cannot live in such country where there is inequality. You got it now? I cannot live in a country where I will be oppressed. I will live in a country where no man is oppressed. You understand me? I can live in a country where no man is oppressed. Not where someone, you are oppressed because you don't have contacts. You're oppressed because you are poor. You are oppressed because of your tribe. I cannot live in such a country. 1 minute, guys. Somebody said, can I stop shouting? Who is that person? Listen, if you don't want to watch me, you kindly remove yourself. This is me. I can shout, I can laugh, I can do whatever I want to do. This is my life. I am not forcing you to watch me. If you don't want to watch, go where they are not shouting. But here, I do what I want. You don't tell me how to talk or what to talk. You got it now. So if you don't want to hear me talk, you remove yourself and go where people like you are. It's as simple as that. So don't tell me what to do. Honeybee, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. You got it. You don't dictate. You have no mouth to talk to your corrupt politicians. You dare not talk to them. Emeka, I see you. Emeka Def, I see you. You cannot talk to your politicians. You have mouth to come and talk to me. People that made your life miserable, you cannot talk to them. You see that? You see what we are talking about? You have no balls to talk to your politicians that made your life miserable. You've got time to come here and tell me to talk, not to shout. I can shout from here till tomorrow. I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. First of all, it is my phone. It is my data. I'm in my home. It's my life. I can do what I want to do. You got it? I can do what I want to do. So, I cannot live in a country where injustice is the order of the day. Did you get it? You should be ashamed of yourself that after 62 years of independence, you are backward. You've not made any progress. As a nation, you are not. What are you proud of? What can you be proud of? What can you be proud of? You get mouth. You are going from one platform to the other, abusing people, but you have no mouth to talk to your leaders that chased you away from your homeland. You are running up and down as refugees, cleaning the toilets, washing plates, sweeping the streets as refugees. You get mouth to talk. Even to talk to your leaders, you cannot talk to. But when I go live, you get mouth to come and talk to me. See the state of your country. See the state of your country. No road, dirty. Everywhere is dirty. No organization, corrupt system, rigging everywhere. You get mad to talk. Come here, they showcase your ignorance. So religious people, but corrupt. You are religious, but corrupt. You come here to say, have you ever preached love? You that you said I'm shouting. Did you like even this program I'm hosting now? Did you like and share? I saw somebody make a video. That person said, and what that guy said was the truth. The guy said, white people support each other so much. He said, white people support each other so much, but black people don't support each other. Black people are too hateful. It's no lie. See, I posted a video like some days ago. Was it about 2 or 3 days ago? In that video, I narrated what happened in a store where I went to buy socks. Listen, let me tell you what happened and learn from this. Like 2 days ago, I had a very important appointment. So, but I did not wake up early, you know. I did not sleep that night. So by the time I began to sleep, it was around 5 a.m. So getting to 8 a.m. in the morning, I just woke up. Now I hurriedly took my shower, dressed myself, went to where I usually keep socks, grabbed any socks, and then wore it. As I went outside, I discovered that my toes were coming out from the socks, you know. I wasn't feeling comfortable. The socks was old and torn. But I was in a hurry. I said, okay, I had money with me. It is better when I get to the Bahnhof, I go to a nearby store, buy myself a new socks, and keep going. So when I got to the train station, I saw a shop, went there, bought myself socks. When I went to the cashier, I paid, the socks costed €5. I paid the woman, I gave the woman €10. The woman gave me €5 change. I said, could you please help me cut the label, that plastic label? You know, every company has its label, you know. Because why I told her, I begged her to cut that label was because I wanted to wear that socks instantly. I wanted to wear that socks instantly. Listen, because I wanted to remove the old one, that one that was torn, I was wearing. I wanted to change it and put on the new one. So I asked the woman to help me cut that plastic and that label so that I can wear it and keep going. Guess what the woman did? The woman brought out scissors, which means they do it for customers. She brought out scissors, placed it on the table, and said, do it by yourself. I said, it is your job, you are supposed to cut it. Listen, I've been living here for a very long time. I've never experienced such. Each time I go buy something, a clothes, a shoe, a cap, or whatever, when I ask them to cut it, no one has ever refused. Nobody has ever refused. Even when many people are waiting to be attended to, they will cut it. Now I guess, this woman showed no respect. She saw an African man. She said, do it by yourself. And she was there doing nothing. This wouldn't take her 2 seconds to cut off that thing. She said she cannot do it. I said, because I was in a hurry, I don't want to drag or even create a scene there. Listen, as I was arguing with the woman, another white woman that was behind me began to support that woman. She said it wasn't her job. She began to side her. She said I should do it by myself. You see, She does not know that woman. She saw me as an African. She automatically took side with the cashier. This is white people for you. Whether they are wrong or right, they stand for each other. Now let me go further. See, if I were a white man, listen, if I were a white man, if it was to be a white man, that cashier, that woman would happily, with smile, cut it off and even thank the man for coming to the shop. Many of you are not sensitive. Many people are not sensitive. If you're not stick to this page and learn how things are supposed to work. If it meant 1,000,000%, even if it were to be a white man, that woman will not even open the mouth. She will even do it with smile. She will cut that label with smile. But because she saw an African man, she felt, what can you do? You are an African man. You guys are not sensitive. You see some people come and comment, it's not her job. Why was she employed? There are things you do to please customers, to attract, even to make the people keep coming, because she does not own the shop. She's an employee. See, let me tell you, I told you guys I usually go to US to go buy clothes. Let me tell you, those of you that are living in US, you can attest to this now. When I went to US to go buy, that was 2002, 2003, 2004. If you go to the bank, this are some shops, there is a bell. I remember this very well. There is a bell they keep in banks or offices. They tell you, if you are happy the way you were attended to, press the bell. Like you press the bell to say you are happy. I saw it in many offices in US, in many shops. They tell you if you are happy. I remember that was in US was the first place I saw such. If you are happy if you are happy the way you were attended to, you press a bell to show you are happy. Do you understand me? So it is the duty of the workers and the owner of the company to make sure that your customers are happy. But Africans hate the truth. Some, not all. You hate the truth and you don't want to learn. Yes, Africans hate the truth and they don't want to learn. You will say it is not, why was she? Look, if she keep disrespecting, I did business. If she keep disrespecting customers, they will go concourse. They will close. They will go bankrupt. Because when customers are not satisfied with your behaviors, they will not come there to patronize you. Some of these women, they misbehave because they don't own the shops. You got it? They don't own the shops. They don't own it. Now let me tell you, let me go forward. Some of you are not sensitive. They treat you like a garbage and you are happy being treated as a garbage. Yes, they treat you, you don't know how to accord respect, honor to yourselves. This is why the way Africans present themselves is why the other races treat them like garbages. Yes, you tolerate every bullshit. Say, even some will even side other people. You tolerate every bullshit. Now let me tell you what I observed and I've been observing. Listen. One day, listen to me now. I have a lot of topics that I want us to discuss, but one day, I was inside a street train going somewhere. Listen attentively. We call it Strassenbahn, street train. So after like 3-4 stops, Haltestelle, first 3-4 stops, one woman, an elderly woman, came in with her grandchild. Looking at that woman, you will know that that was her grandchild because that woman has passed the childbearing age. I saw that child, call her Oma, which means grandma. Listen, as soon as the door of the street train opened, I saw one man. I was sitting behind her. I saw one man from Middle East, a Middle East looking man. As she saw a typical European woman, did you know what he did? He stood up for the woman. Listen. He stood up and was even pleading with the woman and the grandchild to sit. I was so upset because these people are fake. Now, why was I upset? There were so many vacant seats that the woman, and this is their way. There were so many vacant seats that the woman, it's not that the woman is physically handicapped. This woman is a solid, strong woman, fit. That eye service, that fakeness. So, what made me upset was there were so many other vacant seats where the woman and her granddaughter could sit. This guy just stood up to play a nice man. I felt so bad, so sad. Listen, I felt so bad. You know why? Because I was sitting behind him. I saw so many, like maybe 10 vacant seats. Even the guy stood after offering that white woman and her grandchild this year. You know why I was so upset? You may not understand this. If it were to be an African woman with her grandchild, that particular man will not stand up for her. Are you listening to me? If it were to be the other way around, if it were to be an elderly African woman with her grandchild, that particular guy from Middle East will not stand up for her. Are you getting it now? That is 100%. I've seen, you see, these people, you see, all these people, immigrants that come here, you see them when they see the natives, you see them behave so fake, like try to serve the natives. You understand me? If you see them, when they see a typical Austrian, you see them very fake. Very fake. But, you know why I'm upset? When these people go to Africa, the same people that are worshiping Europeans, these people, the same people, these immigrants, I don't need to call them, that are worshiping Europeans. When they go to Africa, they oppress Africans in their land. They oppress Africans in African soil. And Africans are happy. They mistreat you and you don't utter a word because you don't know. These people see native Europeans and they worship them. They worship the natives, even the Arabs. People from Middle East, Chinese people self, they worship native Europeans. The same Arabs, people from Middle East, even Asian countries, when they go to Africa, they oppress you in your land. You don't get mad to talk. If I'm here telling you the reality, you know, even when you work with them in their companies, you don't accord yourself honor and glory. You don't. You are not sensitive to observe the things around you. You are not sensitive enough to observe the things around you. You don't. Many don't know when they are treated differently. This is Some people do not have, they are not intelligent enough to know when they are treated differently. Do you understand me? You should be able to know. If you were in this, see, I made this video many times. I've spoken about these things many times. Some people did not understand me. I'm not a racist. I'm not against any race, but I'm against inequality. When you as an African, when you are treated differently, you should stand up and fight for what is just, or fight for your rights. Let me tell you what you don't know. There is so many things I've observed living in Europe here. Yes. There is so many things I've observed living in Europe here. When I walk on the street, 1 second, guys. So I'm back. I'm back now. So guys, before I go further, don't forget to follow my page. Let's go. Give me a follow. Here I say it the way it is. You can also go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page. We are at 700 subscribers on YouTube. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Also follow me on TikTok, on Facebook at Uncle RODDY. Some of you guys are not sensitive. You don't see. Smartness is you observing the things that are happening around you. The things that are happening around you, you should observe them. Now, let's go. You see, what I observed, when a typical European maybe accidentally fall down, you see everybody, the Arabs, the Middle East, us Europeans, everybody rush to go help that person stand up, whether man or woman. When a typical white person fall down, you will see even people run like they are running 1 million meters. Both Arabs, Middle Eastern people, all of them rush to that European person that fell down to go help the person get up. Whether a man or, see, don't get me wrong. I'm not against helping somebody, but what is good for the goose should be also good for the gender. Listen to me very well. So, you see them, even sometimes I say, but this is too fake. Sometimes you see like 3, 4, 5 people rush to go help the person that fell down. 1997, I was putting on Italian shoe and it was winter time. At Landstrasse, Hauptstrasse, Landstrasse, Wimmitte. As I was putting leather trousers and Italian shoes, snow fell on that day. I slipped. I fell down, injured myself. I lay down there for some minutes. Nobody came to my aid. Nobody came to my aid. Nobody came to give me a helping hand. People kept moving. People kept moving. I said, so I was hated. So they hated me so much that nobody even came to say what's happened to me. Nobody. I began to have a change of mind. I fell down like 2, 3 times during snowfall. Nobody was there to give me a helping hand. Are you listening to me? But if it were to be an European, a white person, you see like 4, 5, 10 people rush him to go pick him up. Whether the person is young, old, middle-aged, you see them rush to go show sympathy, support the person. If it happens to a black person, nobody cares. I'm telling you what I've witnessed. I'm telling you what I've seen. When I talk, this is human beings are fake. That's why I have nothing to do with religion. The people that are doing it, that are religious, it does not matter if you are a Muslim or a Christian. Many are fake. If you should be kind to an European, you should be kind to me as an African, to a Chinese, to an Arab. If you are kind to, you cannot only be kind to white people, native Europe, and when the same thing, when I'm in the same situation, you look the other way. You are not, forget your Islam, forget your Christianity. You got it? So you should treat there is no humanity in you. You should treat all humans equal. You don't treat people based on skin color. You got it? You cannot treat people based on, you see somebody, a white person, you treat him with respect, you honor him, you show him kindness. You see a black person, the story changes. Man, to hell with you. You got it now. This is me. I say my mind. So what happens is so many people are not sensitive. They don't know when they are. You see, the way you are treated, that you don't like. And when it is another race in that position or in that situation, and if that person is treated nicely or differently, that should be enough to wisen you up. That should be enough to wisen you up. So when I make my videos, when I drop videos, don't come and start saying, Uncle, you are seeing it is not her job. If the table turns, if it were to be a white man or white woman, that woman will not refuse to cut off that label on that socks. You got it? So you need to look it the other way around. If it were to be a white man, would she say no? Would she? If she cannot be bold enough to say no, that she cannot cut it. She will never open her mouth to tell the white man that she cannot cut it. They never born her. They never born them. Well, guys, there are so many things. There are so many things to talk about. So, I'm here to create awareness. Know your rights and know your stand. Know your rights. When I see you, know your rights and know your stand. See, let me go further now. Do you know why they disrespect black people? Let me tell you. Did you know why they disrespect black people? Because we don't accord value and honor to ourselves. I observed it. Now let me tell you what I observed. Here in Europe here, you see Europeans, these native Europeans, a kind of respect Arabs, respect people from Middle East, respect people from Asian countries more than they respect Africans. They don't, when they see African people, to them it's like these people. You will see somebody from Eastern European countries, somebody from Middle East, major level with European, somebody that came here 2-3 years ago. Did you know why? Do you know why? Let me tell you. Some of these people have, not some of them have self-confidence. A black person will, even here in Europe, some black people are shaking white people with two hands. Do you know? Are you following me? What they don't know, you have seen some people, some African people bend down to shake white people. Do you call it your culture or your tradition or what? When you give your two hands, you are ridiculing yourself. You are bringing yourself down before even little boys, even if that person is your boss. Do you understand me? Even if that person is your boss, you Africans, you came here with that backward man. You are like, you are hungry. Please, you've seen a God. You need to stand boldly and check him. Look him in his eyes. Call him. If the name is Herbert, say, Herbert, if you get us there, Herbert, how are you doing? Africans make themselves inferior. They make themselves inferior before anything that is not African. African people made them even before Chinese, before Asians, before Middle Eastern, before Europeans. When African they don't see Oyibo. This is the problem we have in Africa. When they see anything but when they see non-African people, they mellow down. Let me tell you, you see all these guys that are making noise. You see these guys that come here to talk to me. If I were to be a white person, they will not open their mouths. They will believe everything a white man says. Immediately they see, like that, somebody came here and said, you are shouting. The person that said I'm shouting dare not comment like that on a white page. Anything white, they like. They disrespect their own and extol other race. Did you get me now? They hate themselves. Africans. What I'm doing online, creating awareness, you see Africans will not appreciate it. Go on social media, a white person will come and sing African song, it will hit 500 million. A white person will sing Afrobeat song, it will hit 3 million. If I sing it, nobody will watch it. They may say, this old man, go home. A white person will come. That white person may not even sing it very well. Dance. You see Africans happy. They will share it. Say white person is speaking Yoruba, is speaking Igbo, is speaking. You see them like it and share it. Say white people and say, if I sing the same song, they say old man, this old man go back to Africa. Some will come with hateful. What is this man still doing in abroad? This man should go back to Africa. But the white person, who is even 100 years, they will be clapping for that person. This is the mentality. This is African people for you. This is typical African people for you. Guys, as you watch me, follow my page. I don't know what's going on. Give me a follow. And go to my YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube page. You got it? This is exactly the way Africa, they don't support one another. They don't support each other's ministry. Even when you are even struggling to grow, they want to pull you down. African, this is why they willingly and readily, I have seen some people say, colonizers should come back to Africa and colonize them again. Some people are saying, even as at now, some people are saying white people should come to Africa to colonize them again. So they prefer white rule than black rule. Yes, some people prefer that white people should come and this is the black man mentality. They believe that white people are better than black people. You see the black man's mentality. That is why if I come out online and be dropping vital information, you see some people come and make some comments. What is this man saying? If it is a white, your brains have been programmed to worship white people. Let's go for that. See, this is why today many Africans who claim to be religious people are idol worshippers. All these religious people you see in Africa, they are all idol worshippers. Christians and Muslims, they are all idol worshippers, but they don't know. Until we begin to educate them. They are all idol. Let me tell you how they are idol worshippers. In the first place, when you go to these religious books, all the prophets, I've said it before, I'm going to repeat it again. Ishmael Jala, see you. All the prophets in Quran, in the Bible, are dead. All the prophets in Quran and in Bible, all the prophets mentioned in Quran and in the Bible are dead. But you see African people call on these prophets, pray to them. Yes, you see African people call on, they are not calling. You see self-hate. This is what I'm telling you. You hate yourselves. You hate your ancestors. But you pray to other people's ancestors. You see, go to St. Stephen, St. Mark, St. this, Virgin Mary, this, they pray, even they are praying to Mary. They pray to the prophets. They call on them. You are calling on Abraham, the God of Abraham, the God of any. So you are people, you have parents, you don't have a God. You are calling on God of other people. See African mentality. You call Saudi Arabia Holy Land. You call Israel Holy Land. So your own native land is not holy. This is the African mentality. The other people's land is holy. Your own land is unholy. This is what we are talking about. You see the African man. Yes, he said, see, they will say they are going to pilgrimage in Holy Land. Where is the Holy Land? The whole African continent, there is no, you see brainwashed people. If I want to talk now, you come out to talk. The whole countries in Africa, the whole land in Africa, nobody, no place is considered holy. It is another place where others are dwelling. That is where you call holy. You say Israel is holy land. Mecca, Saudi Arabia is holy land. But your village, your own thing, your own land is not holy. African man, wake up. Your own land is not holy. That's why if I call on my ancestors now, I become an idol worshiper. But you're calling on other people's ancestors. All these things, you are calling on other people's ancestors. Go to some churches. I'm not talking only Christians and Muslims. Go to churches. You see statues of the people called St. Paul, St. Stephen. They mold them. All these statues of white people. So African people, no one look like an African. No statue in the church look like an African man. They all look European. The Mary they are praying to look like European. Brainwashed people. You molded statues of Europeans in your churches, and you claim don't you know? They say, thou shalt not make any graven image in the likeness of anything in heaven, on earth, or beneath or in the sea. Thou shalt not bow down to them. Any likeness, if you mold any image, any statue, you are worshiping an idol. Instead of calling on the people written in Quran and in the Bible, why not call on your ancestors? This is why Africa cannot move ahead. You are calling on strange, other people's God, other people's ancestors to come and help you. People that have nothing with you, to do with you. People that have nothing to do with you. Some people that are calling, you go now, you go to the Quran, they tell you the stories in the Quran. You know all the stories, what happened in the Quran. You go to the Bible, you know all the stories in what happened in the Bible. You know the sisters of Muhammad, the sisters of Jesus Christ. You know all the stories, the prophets, but you don't know your grandfather's name. You don't know your great-grandfather's name. So many things about yourself. Your great-grandmother, you don't know her name. Some of you don't know the village your great-grandmother came from. But you know all the cities in your holy land. You know who the father of Abraham was. There are so many things to talk about. You'll be reading what is it called? You read the history. You are reading the history of other people. The history of what was written in Quran. People's family history. I read it, all these things, and I discovered these things is of no importance to me. You are reading of other people's history, family lines, but you don't know yours. You don't know yours. And if I talk, you say, the way they use religion to brainwash Africans, in fact, I don't know how many years it will take. Some people still don't understand. I don't know how many years it will take for them to wake up. To know that religion was a tool they created to control and brainwash African people. They don't know. We are getting old. Nobody's coming. There is nobody that is coming to save you. No, you will live and die. Nobody comes. They told you stories from generation to people come. Did you? Man, even the Bible was written by 40 different authors. 40 different authors wrote the Bible. Human beings wrote the Bible and the Quran. These are people's stories that were combined together, and they brought it together and made it a book, and they called it Holy Book. Now, let me tell you, all these religious books, like the Quran and the Bible, doesn't have copyright. Do you understand what I mean? The Bible has no copyright, and Quran has no copyright. So, in order for you to understand what it was written in the Quran or in the Bible, they needed to be translated. All the stories has to be translated in languages that you can understand. And the people that translated that languages, they just wrote what they wanted and gave it to you, and you read it and you believe it. Whether they made mistakes or not, it does not concern you. You don't question anything. All you know is they gave you holy book. The book of God. How did God write the Bible? In which language? How old is even English language? How old is Arabic language? English language, how old do you think English language should be? How old is it? That God has to choose a particular people to talk to. If God has to choose people, God is supposed to be universal God. God that can speak to me direct, understand my language, speak my language, then I know he's my God. You cannot write a book in your language, translate it in another language and bring it to me and say, God said. Are you talking to a child? Why didn't God talk to me that you translated a book? You wrote in your language, you translated it in my language, and then you brought it to me and said, God said, and I should believe you. African people, wake up! Wake up. Until God speaks to us, Africans, which language did he speak to those people to? In which language did he speak to them? The people that wrote that thing, how did they communicate with God? In which language? In Arabic language or in Aramaic language or what? So God speaks only Arabic or Hebrew language. He does not know how to speak Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or any other language. God is an Arabic man or a Jewish man. He speaks, God that speaks a people's language but does not know how to speak my language. You see it? God that can speak another person's, so he is a Jewish God or an Arabic God. If he speaks only Arabic and he will tell the people to come and tell the whole world. The God that will go and tell you Arab people to come and tell us. God that will go and tell the Jewish people to come and tell us. He wants to come and tell us. And forget those things. Guys, as you, so many stories there. I will come out. I'm in the mood now to talk. I'm definitely going to come out maybe tomorrow or later tonight. So many talks. I'm going to reason with you. I will give you points. So many points that you will, even if you hear it, you say, man, you need to think deeper. You need to think deeper. See, Chris Africa, let me go further now. Let me go further now. You say you are a Christian. Listen, I'm not discriminating against anybody, but you say you are a Christian. Rome, Catholic Church, began with the Romans. Rome. That is why Catholic religion, that's Catholic denomination, is called Roman Catholic. It is not called Nigerian Catholic, Kenyan Catholic, South African Catholic, Zambian Catholic. It is called Roman Catholic Church. Even in African soil, when they establish a church in Africa, they still call it, even a church that is in Cameroon, they call it Roman Catholic Church. You see that's colonization there. Even in Nigeria, even that church in Nigerian soil, they still call it Roman Catholic Church. You don't see, you see that mental slavery. It's not your church. The church belongs to Roman Catholic. I just saw, as I was going through some dissing, Anglican Church, they say Anglican Church of England, not Anglican Church of Cameroon or Chad, or the Anglican Church of England. These people created their own thing, and you just followed. Anglican Church of England. Anglican Church of England. The Bible you are reading, if you go to the Bible, there are different translations. And if you go, sometimes you hear about King James Version. There are other versions of the Bible. King James Version of the Bible. King James, the one he translated. A human being, his own version of the story. King James of UK, of England. That's why you see some people say, you don't know King James Version of the Bible. People translated this Bible in the languages and gave you what human beings sat, made up, told stories. You believe it. Now, how about your own story? How about stories of your ancestors? Didn't your ancestors do exploits? So African ancestors were not able to do anything that the world we have or read about. You see, so your ancestors were not able to even do exploits. All what you are reading about is something non-African, religion, and the rest of them, politics, everything. Yes, that's why you choose to have Arabic names, Jewish names, and the rest of them. You are so you see, that is why you see African people, every time they see other race, Chinese, Japanese, white people, Arab, you bow down before them because they brainwashed you to believe you are inferior. You abandoned your own. Your ancestors, you don't extol them. You don't even, it's where, when I drop video, you get mad to come and talk. It's when I drop videos, you'll be quick. This is an African man. You'll be quick to come and comment. You'll be fast to comment, to oppose me. If a white man make a video, you believe it, you'll be clapping. That video will get 2 million views. White man don't talk. You don't appreciate your own. You come here promote, you don't go promote, you want to fight. After you come and say they are oppressing you, white people are ruling you, this. Help yourself, you don't want to help yourself. Guys. Somebody is asking me, what am I doing here? Who is that person that somebody said, look at, somebody said, what are you doing here? Europe is part of this earth. Somebody say, how can I go back from my country? I cannot go back, this is my country. I'm in my continent. That person that is saying I should go back, this is my land. This is my country. So what are you doing? I'm in my country. Don't you know? There is nothing you can do in this life. We are here. I'm here. You say, what are you doing? You cannot chase me away from my country. Don't you know? This is my country. To all the days of my life. Don't you know? I'm saying it boldly. You got it? Because I'm a real... this earth belongs to the black man. We are the originators. Life began in Africa. We own this earth, if you don't know. We own this earth. We are the first humans to inhabit this earth. You are ignorant. You say, what are you doing? So this earth entirely belongs to the people of Africa. You don't know. You don't ask him, I've got rights to live everywhere. This is why now, even now, I support immigration. Anybody can live anywhere he wants. All these people that are protesting in UK, they are wasting. Anybody can live wherever he wants. So guys, well, if you enjoyed this broadcast, give me a follow. We are at 23,000 followers on TikTok now. So we want to hit 30. And don't forget to follow me on YouTube. Go to my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube. Anita Sly, I see you. I appreciate you, Anita Sly. This is how we roll here. We say it the way it is. Bambook, I appreciate you plenty. I appreciate you plenty, Bambook. That's it. I'm just being me, I'm real. I know the fake. I cannot be fake. I'd say it as it is. Thank you, Bambook, I appreciate you. I say it the way it is. So that's it. You know, every day after making videos, you see followers. Yesterday, I did not do anything. I got 200 followers. You see my TikTok hit 23,000. People see my videos and follow. because I've got to say it the way it is. I'm not fake. I don't make videos to, man, I don't want you to be upset. You need to hear the bitter truth. Let the truth be bitter in your ears. But wake up. Wake up. So, I don't respond to everybody. Guys, follow this page. Here we create an awareness. So tomorrow, I've got no place going. Somebody said, there was somebody that said I was jobless. Please go and find me a job. I'm go look for it. And those guys that are saying I should go back to Africa, buy me a ticket. I don't have money to buy a ticket. You get it? Those guys that are saying go back to Africa, purchase a ticket for me. Go buy me a ticket. You can't just be saying. Action speaks louder than voice. Give me 1,000 euros now, buy me a ticket, I'll go to Africa on vacation and come back. You got it? Say not go back to Africa, what are you contributing? Go back to Africa just by mere saying. Buy me a ticket. I don't have money to buy tickets. Buy me tickets. So guys, well, I want to end this broadcast here. Tomorrow I'm going to run I'm in the mood to talk now. I'm going to run a breakfast show. I'm going to go live 2 or 3 times tomorrow. I'll try. You see, I'll try. So that's it. So guys, that's it all for now. But follow the page. You will enjoy it. Plenty stories there. Too many stories, too many gists. Well, let me end it here. Let me end it here. I don't think I'm going to go live again tonight. So take care of yourselves. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Yeah, so I love every one of you guys. I love everybody here. We are all humans and we learn every day. You know, not everyone is going to agree with you. Not everybody will agree with you. Man, I want to eat yam now. It's too late. It's 8 p.m. in Vienna. I wanted to boil yam and eat, but I will leave it for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll use it and do breakfast. So guys, take care. I have nothing against nobody. I have nothing against any race, any tribe, any religion. I'm just speaking the truth. So all humans are supposed to be free. I want to live in a land where no man is oppressed. Okay, guys. See you. Let me off this scene. Guys on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube page. Today, I did not get many viewers on YouTube, maybe because I did not go live for the past 2 days. Well, I'm back once again. So, see you guys. Take care of yourselves.